Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel that is Quick Learn. So now our topic of presentation is how to run a business. This is the second part in a small and medium sized entrepreneurship. First of all, I told you about how to create a business and launch a business. Now after launching a business, you have to run a business. The foremost important thing in running a business is the flow of money. Obviously, you can't keep your money still. The money will always be in a flowing position and a continuous cycle. Otherwise, it will be non-beneficial for you. So in the flow of money, first comes the capital. You have to obtain a capital for your business. It can be your own capital, your share capital, and their loans. Then you have to buy assets. The assets can be fixed and are current. Fixed assets are the assets which you have for more than 1 years, like your machinery and the building. Or current assets, it's which will be have less than 1 year, like your utility bills or your material cost. Then you will have sales, and from sales you will get your operating profit. From operating profit you will get net profit, and at the last, retained profit. So first of all, you get your capital, then you buy your assets and you start your business. Then from the assets you start your sales. It will be a day to day operating cost, like you sell a pen, clothes, food, material, anything. Then from sales you get your operating profit, which comes after sales. Then operating profit minus your loans, interest, and other non-routine costs and taxation. Then comes the net profit. And after the subtraction of withdrawals and the dividends from a net profit, you will get your retained profit. Then comes the customer credit control. So what is customer credit control? So you have to choose your credit customers and set credit limits, like trade references, bank references, publish information, sales visit, and credit checks. So in running a business, this is very important thing to have master. Like you have to choose customers very wisely and set the credit limits, otherwise you will be in loss. You can't get loan all the time, and you can't give loan all the time. Then you have to speed up payments. How? Like you have to invoice properly, ask for part payment, make payments terms clear in advance, other prompt payment discounts, produce regular age debtor listing, chase up by phone, and send statements. So if someone get a loan from you, so you have to speed up your payments. Like you can't be sit alone and say okay, they will return your money. No, they can't. These all are the things that if your customer is not giving you payments, then by these things you can speed up your payments. And consider factoring, collection. So if all else fails, then what comes? Withhold supplies, try reclaiming goods, consider using debt collectors, and take legal actions. If your customer can't pay you your payments, your outstanding payments, then these are the last things that you will do so that the customer can return your payments. Then agree best possible credit terms with suppliers and stick to them. Don't pay early. Establish key suppliers and make certain they are paid on time. And if there are problems, work with creditors. Keep the bank informed. Remember that non-payment of tax is the most likely debt that will lead to liquidation. Then you will have a stock control. So you will monitor your stock and you have to control your stock. It can't be excess of your demand and not less than your demand. So you have to monitor stocks level closely. Buy only what is needed now. Buy in small quantities. Buy at the beginning of the month. If possible, only make to order. And at the last, keep proper records of stock, opening, new purchase, use, sold, and closing. Then comes the financial drivers. So your sales, it can be daily, weekly, monthly. Cash, again, daily, weekly, monthly. Then profit margins should be monthly. Then margins of safety or break even, monthly. Then debtors or stock turnover will be monthly. Productivity, obviously. Then here comes the cost, volume, and revenue. This is the same graph that I explained in my previous video. If you missed that video, I will post a link in the at the end of this video, so you should visit this. And in how to launch a business, in running a business, I told you this graph. This is very important graph for running a business. So this tells us that if you have a more profit then break even point, then it will count as a profit, and if less, then it will be count as a loss. Then contribution analysis, this is the two formulas. Again, I explained these in my previous video, but again I will tell you. The break-even point in sales is fixed cost divided by a contribution margin, and the margin of safety will be actual sales minus break-even sales and divided by actual sales. Now this is an example. So obviously sales minus variable cost is equal to contribution. So 1000 minus 600 comes 400. Then contribution minus fixed cost. Contribution minus fixed means profit, that will be 0 in this case. So break even point, according to the previous slide, fixed cost divided by the contribution. So our fixed cost is 400 and our contribution margin is 40%. So 0.4, it will be 1000. And margin of safety is sales minus actual sales. So 1000 minus 1000 divided by 1000 is 0. Then again example 2. So sales minus variable cost 60 minus 30 is equal to 30. Then again fixed cost divided by contribution margin is 50, and margin of safety is sales minus break even point, that is 100 minus 50 divided by sales is 50. So break even analysis. So calculating the break even point for a new project is very clear and understandable way of demonstrating the volume of sales that is necessary to make the project viable. The break even analysis and point can also be written as formula. The number of units of output at break even point is equal to fixed cost divided by sales revenue per unit minus variable cost per unit. This is the formula of number of units of output at break even point. So again this is an example. So you have to calculate the break even point for a newspaper. He buys a newspaper at 20p each and sells them for 50p each. So his fixed costs are 60. A day including the rate he pays the local council. How many newspaper must he sell each day to break even? So as I told you, break even point formula in the previous slide. So by using this, you will have fixed cost. Fixed cost is 60. Here 60 divided by sales them for 0.5 minus 0.2 is 200. So according to this, the answer will be 200. So a large business has fixed cost of 250,000 per week. Its average sales revenue per item is 2, and its variable costs are on average 50p per item. How many items does this need to sell to break even? So this is exercise. You will solve it and answer, then I will tell you its answer in the next slide. I will give you 2 minutes so that you can solve this. The formula is same which is used above. Now how many of you have solved? So you can post the answer in the comment section. I can tell you it's this right or wrong, and if you want more detailed video on such, then comment me. So survival in running a business is very important, and some common mistakes leading to failure are given. So it will be invest too much in assets, inadequate equity, over trading, wrong mix of finance, forget tax, take too much from the business, overlook working capital need, inadequate bank arrangements, attempt too much too soon, neglect basic systems, stick too rigidly to plan, inadequate contractual terms, fall out with partners, forget salary, underprice, and confuse profit with cash, forget overheads, needs of customers neglected, don't talk to funders, over dependent on few customers, grow too quick, don't get paid, poor receivables management, select unhealthy customers, neglect supply quality, lack of proper inventory management, and organize time badly. So these are some things that will be a common mistakes in running a business. So that's all from to after launching a business. Obviously you have to run a business, and for this I told you about the basic and the most important things. If you have any question, then kindly comment me and kindly subscribe to my channel. It will help me a lot. Thank you.